So today I'm going to walk you through a UIL written test. So for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a 40-minute or 45-minute, I forget. It's a test with a length of 40 questions. Oh, it says 45 minutes here. Wouldn't you look at that? And in those 45 minutes, you have 40 questions to answer that vary on all kinds of topics. Stuff from basic number conversion to very Java specific questions. And usually you get stuck in a room for this amount of time doing it by yourself with nothing but, pencil and paper. And yeah, just do your best. One thing I do want to mention, they'll read this entire sheet out at the beginning of the test every time, but 6 points will be awarded if you get it correct. If you don't answer it, you won't get any points, but if you answer it wrong, you will lose 2 points. So it's best to not answer every question if you don't know them all. Now, I will attempt to answer every question here. I've not seen this test before, so full disclosure, I'm not sure if my answers in my first run through will be correct. Of course, I'm not sure if there's a key attached to this test. Yeah, no, there isn't. But if you want to check with me after I'm finished, then feel free to do so. Now, I'm going to put on some music so this doesn't seem boring whenever I'm just working. This one is from Windows, artist named Windows 96. The album is called Nematofi or something like that. Okay, so once the proctor says open the test, we will do so. Here we go. First question is always going to be some kind of number conversion problem, so I'm going to go ahead and do a ballsy thing by just adding them in base 8. So this will become 9, but that's actually 11 in base 8. Carry the 1. 10 plus 1, 11. That's really just 3, and you carry the 1. This is 6, so 631 should be the answer. Oh, wouldn't you look at that, E. Code to the right. A, B, A, B. Substring 2. Okay, so first we take the substring, which will be like this, because this is this character with index 2, and then we just take everything from then on. And then replace the character B with A. So this is going to be A now. So it's just triple A. Here it is, A. Okay, what will make this true? So usually what I do here is do my good old Boolean algebra. So P plus QR multiplied. So this will be true if P is true, or if QR quantity not is true. So then I can say both of these need to be, I can just take the not to the other side, and then it's QR equals 0. And then right here, the only chance when QR is equal to 1 is if both of them are equal to 1, or just true, That's how AND works. So then what needs to happen there is Q is equal to 0, or R is equal to 0. Okay, so this is also an OR condition. So okay, so all of these combinations have 8 chances, or no, there's 8 total combinations, and okay, I'm just trying to think of how exactly it is. So P cannot equal 0, and Q cannot equal, nope, that's not true. So I'll just write PQR. So this is 1 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 1. Bleeding into the next question, sure. 1 1 0. That should be everything. Q is equal to 0. Okay, so 0 0. This is gonna be 0. And then R is equal to 0. There's only one combination I think that hasn't been done for this. There. So it's 7. That took too long for number 3. Huffington at chart 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For now, N. That's C. Okay. So we're just gonna go from left to right because that's how multiplication works. There's no precedence issues. So this is 1 divided by 2. That's 0 in integer math. So this is also 0. There we go. Oh boy, this looks fun. Okay, I'm just gonna bracket off what these if things have jurisdiction over. So if so that's not true. And then this is also not true, so none of this gets executed. This is true, so I'm gonna not execute the else. So 9 will, no, I leaked it. Y is equal to 9. So then this will be 5 and 9. That's what it should be at least. There we go, C. Now, my big question mark over my head is number 3. So I'm gonna write down the answers as we go here. 1 is E, 2 is A, 3 is D, 4 is C, 5 is E, 6 is C. Alright, I'm going to now open the next page. Alright, okay, this one's kind of funny. 1 plus 2 is 3, of course, but 3 plus the string 3 is 33. And now we just concatenate because now it's a string. So yeah, this is one of those weird Java quirks that shouldn't really exist. Okay, y times 3 is 6, and then we divide equals to it. So 85 divided by 6, I do not know off the back of my hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. So it's 14. I don't care about the remainder. Oh boy, you gotta love printf. So, okay, tad bit dazzled by this, but this says left justify 4 characters, and it's a number, and we're printing X. So it's like 12, and then you have a blank space and blank space. Then a string of length 3, so ABS, no, ABS, goodness, ABC. We have a new line, so we're going to the next line. And then a number with 5 spaces, so it's going to write justify by default, I think, unless the answer choices are, oh, E is a blank space, cool. Oh wow, okay, they're really trying to get me, huh? Yeah, so yeah, that matches what I have here. Okay, so oh yeah, for these I like to write out exactly what's going on with I throughout the loop. So we have for I, -3, -1, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And then we just add X onto it. So we're just adding, oh, I swear, how many mistakes am I gonna make? So I'm just gonna keep a tally for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then yeah, It should be just 7. Ah, goodness gracious, almost fell for one of those silly mistakes. Oh, you gotta love this. Okay, so first of all, math.pow returns a double, so none of these can be true, because that feeds into math.min, which then reads it as an integer and a double, so it casts it into a double and then it prints out a double. Kind of complicated, but I hope you understand. So math.pow will make a double, like I said, which will be 25.0, because that's not correct, by the way. It's 2 to the 5th, which is 32.0. Math.min between 30 and 32 will print that. Now I'm gonna go and fill out my questions. Usually on test day there will be a answer key, or not answer key, goodness, that'd be very funny if they gave you the answer key, but they'll have to give you an answer sheet and you have to pretty much write it down like this, but it's in neat little rows. So 7C, 8C, 9C, 10E, 11D. Alright, open page 4. Okay. Oh. Okay, so here's the main method. We're gonna call 1 with, we can pretty much just write 15 and 6 here. Like, 1 is, so, oh, well, first of all, got it. 6 and 15. And, this is 1, which is x would be 15, so this would be 7 now, and y is equal to 2. Since we're inputting 6 there, we're gonna say, no, I'm not gonna write the comment there, it is here, because we're multiplying by 2, then we're returning it. So it'd be 712. So it'd be 712, then we write the print line in the main method. So where is that? Oh wow, cool, they pulled a trickery on me. This should be actually 14, because that's 7, not 6. 7, 14, 6, 15, yeah. Goodness, I'm rusty as heck. Okay, so it defaults to 0 whenever you say, so it's like 0, 0, 0, 0, and so on. But right here, we're just gonna add 1, so this will now be 1. And that should be all you need to know. Okay. The output by the statement labeled on line 1 in the client code. Oh, right here. What is that? Okay, so str.met. Well, first of all, it's not a method of a string, so it just doesn't work. Assume that the statement labeled line 1 has been removed, so we don't care about you anymore. Okay, so met of s2. So what we're gonna do is, this is just looping y times. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna take an empty string, add s to it. What is s? High? To it twice and then return it. So it's high, right? Okay. 12E, 13B, 14D, 15A. And oops. Next page. Oh goodness me. So animal, what's line 1? Okay, so we'll need to create an animal, then a fox, then we change 5 on the animal. Okay. So change is, if x is greater than 0, then you mod 3 it. Okay. Let's change 5. So changing 5 would it is greater than 0, so it checks out. 5 is greater than 0, so it will mod 3, so it'll become 2. I'll just write 2 there. And return 2. So this will be 2 right there. And then change 5. Fox. Return animal.mammal. Let's see, what's, oh no. Yeah, no, this is, like, it checks out, so it'll be 0 every single time. String stuff. Wow, okay. A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so what's S dot? Oh, at S dot length -1. So that's the last character. So it'll be F plus, and I'll just shorten it to S of 0. So A, B, C, D, E, right? A, B, C, D, E. Now what I'll do is I'll speed this through so that I'll just, because I can guess the behavior, it's gonna be F, E, D, like that, plus S is, actually I'll slap in C as well because I'm pretty sure that's correct. A, B, okay. Now when I call this, the length is equal to 2, so this will actually fire. So return empty string plus the character, the last character, so B. So F, E, C, D, B. Hold up, I might have made a mistake. This -2 is not taken account. So let's go ahead and erase this. Okay, got it. So now what we'll do is chop off this one, and then so it'll be FD plus S of AB, and we've already met the thing again, so it's B. FDB. Okay, that should be more correct now. 16C, 17A, 18C. And now, opening this. Okay, met. Hold up. This is a sort, isn't it? Okay, so key. While key is wait, no, this is not a sort. This is not a sort. Yeah, so it doesn't actually modify A in any way, so it's not a sort. It's not a linear search either, because there's like a pit and there's something that you're looking for, and then low, high, mid, which is very indicative of binary search. What is the when n is equal to, oh, it's just defining for big O notation. Big O when argument array is sorted. So worst case is gonna be log n. Yeah, it's just a memorization thing. Oh boy. So yeah, so this one is kind of funny. This operator that's just flipping all the bits, so that'll turn it into, what was it, Actually, what I'll do is write 34 by itself as binary. So it'll be 32 plus 2. So 16, 8, 4, 2, 0. 15 is 1, 2, 4, 8. There you go. And then I'll just change everything into the opposites. 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. And then I'll AND it. So right here, 1, 0, 1, 1. And then everything else is implied 0, so that'll cancel out to 1. So this is 1 plus 4 plus 8, so that is equal to 13. Cool, there it is. Oh, linked list, here we go. So we're gonna have Molly, Tom, Tony, then Anna. Hold up. Dot add. Okay, well, I guess you can just do it without iterating. Weird. So what we're gonna do, I actually don't know this behavior. So what I usually would do is skip this one, because goodness gracious, I don't want to risk the points, because I do not know. I've forgotten what add does. And I've also made a serious mistake in .add last. So actually no, that's literally what I wrote beforehand, wasn't it? So .list iterator .add. What I think it is just added at the current indice. So it's at the beginning. So add. This is my guess, of course. I would not actually answer this question. So .next and then remove. So that would remove n. And then it would return Amy, it looks like. But I'll write DNA for do not answer. Stack push, so I'll write this vertically, 5394. While size is greater than 0. If it's equal to 1, then I just print out the pop and then I leave. Otherwise, I keep on popping. Pop, pop, pop. Size is equal to 1, so I'll print this out. 5. Here we go. I'll write it out. So 19 is D, 20 is C, 21 is E, 22 is C, but do not answer. 23, A. Alright. I might have to leave really soon, so I'm gonna probably pause the recording and then jump back in, and I'll edit out the break for you guys. Strain. Okay, so this is gonna print out 5. Meant to scratch that out. That's just 5. X is equal to 3, and this is 3. So it's just, it is strange, but since numbers are passed by value and not passed by reference, it's like that. Okay, well, first of all, this is not okay, because you're concurrently modifying, I think. Okay, but the problem with a concurrent modification exception is that it's not a compilation error. So I have to just assume that this is actually okay. Actually, no, yeah, this is actually okay because you're just pointing the X somewhere else. So, okay, so we're gonna go through the elements of an empty array, and it's going to be y is equal to 0, yep, and then through each one, we're gonna say that's gonna be 1 at first, this is gonna be 1, and this is gonna be 2, and 2, 3, 3. Well, of course, array does not get changed at all, so why did I bother? Count 4, 5, 1. If n is equal to 0, that's not true yet. Otherwise, I say 1 plus, say, count of 45. So then that's, I'm going to say 6 plus count of 4. And then since it's not equal to 0, I'm gonna do it one more time. Just count as 0. It's gonna be 0, so it's 10. Sum up all the digits. That's what the purpose of this one is. Okay, so 24, B, 25, B, 26, C. Okay, scanner. It's not throws. Actually no, this is 1. So this is throws, not throw. I mean, you can make 1 or 4 work, and I think that's what it's asking. Not throws. This is not JavaScript. You need to say new when you're creating a thing. You can't say IO exception exception. That's not how it works. It's throw new, so it's A. Tractor or car are subclasses of vehicle, so it looks something like this, I guess. And all 3 classes have a no argument constructor. What are the choices that will allow the following statement to compile? Vehicle is equal to new vehicle, not vehicle. You can't say car or tractor. Yeah, all 3 of those work, so it's like that. The value total. Oh boy. Okay, so this is just counting how many times we call the statement, huh? So this is, we call this 5 times, and this is, oh geez, never mind. Actually, I'm going to pause this right now, and I'll get back to it very soon. Alright, I'm back, and let's get with this again. So where were we? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so this thing. Okay, I can't just write it off like I usually do, so I have to actually say I goes through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And J goes, so 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, let me scroll, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. That should be our answer, and let's get all the answers from here. So that should be 27, B, 28, A, 29, that's D, oops, not that, 30 is, where is it, E? Okay, so I've used approximately 20 some minutes, 25 some minutes. Well, guessing by how far I am into the music video, but yeah. Alright, so 31. What's the big O of the method to the right? Okay, so this is an interesting one in it. So this one automatically loops n times, and this, and its worst case, also loops n times. I mean, really, it's just like n times n minus 1 over 2 or something like that. I'm not sure of the exact thing, but this is n squared. Because big O is kind of hard to explain. You go from 1 to n, so that's n repetitions right here. And then from here on out, you can have a possibility of n. Square is a subclass of rectangle and assume the code to the right is executed, which then should be illegal. R is equal to S is okay.
What?
R is equal to S. Let me check it. S is equal to square R. Yes. S is equal to R. You can't do that explicitly. You need to do a casting thing like in 3. So D is correct. Okay. It compiles without error. I think interface. Abstract class needs to say public abstract. So you can't just say abstract. You can't just say class. It needs to be interface. Okay, assuming that's correct. Implement stuff. So yeah, it's an interface. Public abstract. So that's abstract class, right? It's not an interface or a class, so one only. All right. So 31 A, 32 D. Darn it. 33 C, 34 E. And second to last page. Let's go.
What?
Okay. Now, how do they count? Place 1 so that it compiles, and line 1, oh, right here, prints -30. So balance is equal to initial or something. Yeah, so this works, You cannot say this in the second line, and you need to say it at the first line. So 2 and 3. You can just try this out in an IDE, and it will tell you that you cannot write a constructor in the second line. The parameter is, yeah, what are the values does array contain? Okay, so this is just knowledge that from random places. It's just command line arguments. It's not strings from BIOS. Goodness gracious, that'd be weird. Oh, funny tracing problem. Okay, so m is equal to, so it's 1 initially. Actually, I'm gonna say m is equal to -1. Actually, it's 1. I can't read. So we're going through 1. So we're gonna go to this stretch, and if m is less than r of I, so the thing at the index, we're going to set it to that. So so 1 is not less than -5, so moving on. 1 is less than 6, so move on. It is not less than 4, it is not less than 2. And then we exit, so it should just be 6.
What?
Question 38. What does array T contain after the statement labeled line 1 is executed? Are you here? What is contained in there? Well, first of all, trick here is to blot out the R and draw really thick lines over it. So then it's very evident that you see A, E, U, H, and then E. A. Okay. Recording the answers 30. Hold up. That's a 36, right? 35 is E. 35 is E. 36 is D. 30. How many times do I need to actually do that? 37 is E. 38 is B, I think. Of course, these are all my first run-through impressions. Last page. This is the FRQ section, if I'm not mistaken. Number 39 and 40. And right here, it's not multiple choice. Never mind, this is not UIL styled. Completely, at least. After the while loop terminates, what expression is guaranteed to be true? So, this always executes the statements until this is false. So, we'll just not it. So, not val is greater than 0, or x is less than 100 and y is greater than 10. Okay, so what I'll do is De Morgan's law. So it's like a plus b under the hat is equal to a, b, like that. So then what I can do is not these, so that becomes val is less than or equal to 0 and not this. So again, we can reuse De Morgan's law in order to try to simplify this once more. So instead of and, we'll be using or this case, because a, b is equal to a plus b. There we go. So that should be val I'm just gonna write the shorthand. And let's see, negate that, so it should be open end facing X, or and then negating that would look like this. So that should be what we have. So of course this one stands out, and X. Alright, that looks like exactly what we got. So pretty much you negate this in order to figure out that problem. Oh, so we're trying to print this. So 1 through 6. So we're printing, so we need to be able to be equal to 6. Of course we can't do 6. That won't work. Can't do this either, because when I is equal to 1 at the beginning, it should be printing up to 6, but then it'll exit immediately. Same thing with this. Oops. So for the first one, when I is equal to 1, that'll be j is less than or equal to 6. That's true. So while I is greater than j, so that's when j is less than I. So for the first case, when I is equal to 1, that's already false, so it exits. So this very weird looking equation is what is the answer here, I think. Okay, so number 39, C, 40, darn it, A. So yeah, that would be my answers. Now, of course, because I chose not to answer this one, which is half decent strategies for test taking, this kind of test, that would also max me out at a excuse me, max me out at a 234 out of 240, because each question is 6 points. 40 questions, that makes maximum of 240 points, and missing not answering one subtracts 6 points from your maximum, so that's 234. Now, of course, whether I actually got that 234 points is up to whether these answers are correct. But this is less so of getting to the right answer, because I don't have an answer key for this, unless this is an answer key, and I doubt it. This looks like a blank page. Yeah, no test material on this page, so that's the entire test. I hope I outlined my methodology enough, like how I found the answers enough, in order to help you guys on taking these kinds of UIL tests. Yeah. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Again, I will link this PDF in the description. I forgot to say that, but if you want to look at it yourself, yeah. Until later, that's it. Computer Barista signing off.